Would you like to do the honors, my friend?
All right, sounds good. I'm good with either of these guys, my friend. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Dragon Scales in the blue, representing Dragon Kitesy Gaming. It is Dark.
And of course, his teammate in the upper left-hand corner, his opponent in the red. It's herO.
Yeah, we got another banger incoming. I'm just feeling it, Chickenman. Last week was pretty good. I got too drunk and had to rewatch everybody else's cast.
It does
no
happen.
Joke. I watched yours. I forgot to mention I watched yours too. Literally watched Balmolf recast it live. Watched Nathanius. Watched Winter. I literally had to watch it more of it, and I'm like, yeah. Imagine if I actually casted that. I was drunk, Yeti, and Dave.
You know what? As long as you had a good time. What I'm hearing is that even though you and Yeti were just kind of, goofing off a little bit, we still had enough coverage where you could watch pretty much the entire event on other people's channels.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the beauty of this being a community-run and supported tournament. By the way, guys, check out that Patreon if you want to help support Korean StarCraft.
I'll be honest, moving forward, unless specially requested by people donating money, any tournament I do, I always try to do that anyway. Any Dave event, I'm just totally going to plan it out so I make sure. I might even intentionally not cast the main one just so you guys are in, especially you, Chickenman. I invited Nathanius if he wants to do some of the funky maps thing. Hopefully you and I'll work out here. But I think that's just a good way to do things so there's more content.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I love getting the content out to people, and there's enough of an audience where I feel like we don't necessarily need to hog all the content so that we can have all the viewers and everything.
No.
A rising tide lifts all ships, Well, it helps us all, I think.
Truthfully, yeah. I really think that's the way to go, especially for how long StarCraft is. And the fact that we have Nathanius now as one of our casters, I'm hoping Zombie Grub is able to cast sometime. I know she really wants to.
Yeah. It's just a little late for you guys, especially over on the East Coast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna lie, it's pretty brutal feeling sometimes, and tonight is rough shape as I am in today, and a rough day as it was. Starting off with my car giving me trouble in the morning. It's actually going quite well, and look at this, the 6 Speedling.
Ooh, they're gonna try to sneak on in. Oh, look at this stalker. I don't think these lings are gonna get too much done. herO's kind of a god at micro. Link speed though.
Yeah, link speed, good unit.
Yeah, pretty good. At least gets a nice scout, forces some probes to pull and fight. We'll get a cheeky probe kill, gets a second one. Oh my god. Dark just too good at the game.
Dark do be gaming. And shoot.
See if the Oracle can get some damage. And we, watching herO versus Scarlet, those early game Oracles and Adepts just absolutely crushing Scarlet's mind, body, and soul in
true.
Game 1 and Game 3.
And what's insane is so many people emulate it. You could argue Max Pax does the herO build sometimes better than herO. But that being said, herO is he makes it look effortless to get the work he does.
Yeah.
With just a couple of Adepts and an Oracle.
Yeah, and even here against Dark, getting 3 more drone kills, pulling Dark out of position with the Lings, and now suddenly the Oracles pop in. They're going to grab a few more kills. And there you go, 7 drones going down just like that. And Dark just made a round of Lings, so now these Lings have to go try to get something done. herO's got an Oracle by this base. There's no ground units, though, so still some potential. But herO's he's not chilling at all. He is sending those ground units across the map. More Adepts trying to get in to get damage done, keeping Dark back at home.
Yeah, something I just thought of? I've never thought of this. herO, arguably like the smiliest StarCraft 2 Korean pro, is like the Joker from Batman a little bit. He's always so smiley, but yet he's like an assassin.
He is the smiling assassin. I think that's literally one of his nicknames. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
No, he is, right? Yeah, the smiling assassin.
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
But I mean, I never thought that he'd be like the Joker. I just thought about that. I'm like, so in other words, wait, what happened there? Did the Queen change his target fire at the last second? That was sick. To kill that stasis.
I did not see it. Good moves from Dark.
That was very well done by Dave. Like literally, he was target firing the Oracle in an instant. Just kill. He timed it perfectly to kill the stasis ward 2.
Nice. Well, Dark's doing a good job defending this from herO. I mean, herO did get some damage done. Killed 10 drones, but hasn't been able to get too much done in the last couple of minutes here. It's been mostly Dark defending, deflecting, killed a couple of adepts. Looks like he might be able to grab a few more even in the middle of the map here.
Yeah, and he's just kind of doing, for Dark, he's just doing some pretty standard follow-up to the herO build. He's still taking bases. He's just trying to drone up, build queens, build lings, going into +1 and banelings, getting his layer behind it. So, yeah, it's like, I call it the Solar response, because before Dark, I think our first Zerg player to really beat the herO build out of the pro guys was Solar, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you know what? I could kind of see it. I feel like Solar's got a good style against this kind of build from herO. But it's been developing for a long time. And yeah, I do think Dark has been struggling with it a little bit.
Yeah. A lot of Zergs tend to,
all of them, actually. Every single Zerg has been struggling with it.
You're like, Dave, it's everyone.
But Dark sneaking in. Where's the door, herO? Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Just wide open. Gonna go for the recall into the main base, but already, oh my god, look at this damage. This is insane. 20 probes going down. And now the 4th base is under assault, and herO pulled everything away from it. Dark sneaking in a bunch of lings, and I mean, this is like arguably game-ending damage. 23 probes and a dead 4th for lings. Yeah. That was like 40 lings maybe he lost for that. That is nothing. Dark is so happy to take that trade. Now he needs to hold a counterattack on what is essentially pure ling. He's going to start morphing a couple of banelings, but he's on Ling Queen right now, so they have a lot of work to do, these lings. Oh,
but I mean, it is mostly
god.
Stalkers.
But look at the surrounds.
Yeah.
Huge Zealot Warp in from herO, though.
Oh! The Oracle getting taken down is pretty big, too. It's the Oracles which could help, but when he's fighting so close to the Queens.
Oh, those banelings getting great shots off on the Zealots as well, softening them up. But is it enough Ling Bane here? The Queen's starting to go down. It looks like the Oracles are going to fall. Good target fire from Dark. The 4th base is going to die, though. Dark going to lose that.
Yeah, herO's actually kind of making the smart move of going all in, but I wouldn't hate to see him cheek in a couple. I think he had room to maybe breathe to build a couple probes here and there.
Maybe he did, but you know what? He's just going for it. He's spending all that money on more Zealots, but the Banelings are here now. The Banelings need to hit the Zealots, I feel like, as the Ling reinforcements trying to come out. Oh, this is so dicey.
Yeah, this really is. It is a scrappy game, Chickenman.
I feel like Dark will eventually clean this up, but if herO can get a little bit more damage done, it's going to be a tough spot for Dark. He's got 60 drones right now, but it's getting very close to Stalkers and Zealots getting on top of the drones. Yeah, I got drones getting pulled at the 3rd. That's not where Dark wants to be right now.
Yeah. Stalkers actually cleaning it up more than the Zealots, but the one Zealot chasing the drones away after is gonna be enough.
Oh man, trying to blink on top of the Banelings, but the Banelings are gonna pop and clean up most of these Zealots. It's just not a lot of lings out to finish up these Stalkers. Is herO actually doing this right now? Look at the supplies, they're dead even. Dark down to 20 army supply, man. He's got nothing.
herO is just confident. He's coming back in confidence. Yeah, he has pulled what could be game ending to many Protoss. To a lesser Protoss. I'm pretty sure they would be dead.
Why build probes when you can just kill enough of your opponent's drones where it's even again?
The killer instinct, man, like that.
Ooh,
Banger of a
the
game back in the
Lings.
day.
The Lings clean up the rest of the Stalkers, though. It's just Zealots. Zealots are pretty good. 27 drones have died. What is happening?
Yeah, it's like a Vander Holy Zealot.
How are the supplies still dead even? This is insane. All right, I think Dark holds, but I think we just macro? Question mark?
Yeah.
Like,
herO's not macro. I could. herO, you're not Haas, man. You could be building.
Listen, maybe he is. Maybe he is Haas.
Yeah. Speaking of Haas, where the hell's he been?
He's been giving all his energy to herO, clearly.
Yeah.
Ah, this is so many Zealots. The Zealots have charge now, which I don't know that it helps him against Ling Bane, but Dark keeps cleaning him up. herO's still sending him in. Maybe he doesn't realize that he's done enough damage where, like, if they macro right now, I think herO could be okay.
Yeah, he could have. Like, that's my point is he was in a spot, like, after all that, it would have made sense to pull the gas, drop a Templar Archives. He needs Archives,
I think you're right. But I think it's too late
Sentries.
now. Like, at this point, Dark is cleaning these waves up easily. I think he can start popping Queens out again and start getting drones out pretty soon because the Zealots are not going to win any more fights. And herO doesn't have anything behind it. Okay, wait. He just built a round of 3 drones. He's got 3 more on the way, but it's too late. It's too late to build probes now.
You know, something
I can't believe
Chickenman?
Dark held that.
I can't either. I think we're seeing some of the amount of time these guys put in the NA tournaments.
Yeah.
They're starting to play like NA players a little bit.
Oh,
and it's
man.
no disrespect to Scarlet, of course, who made it to the semifinals. We had our first non-Korean in the Korean StarCraft League in the semifinals.
Ooh, that's true. I hadn't thought about that. Well, we have our first. I feel like there's been some Chinese and Taiwanese players. We have our first North American in the semifinals.
And yeah,
that's too funny. They're playing too much on the North American server. It's beautiful.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, it is good stuff. And speaking of coverage, Nish is stepping it up. He's covering, bouncing between all of our streams.
Yeah.
Now,
Nish he's got them all open. He's like, all right, where are the good games? Where's the good matches? I got to make sure to only get the best.
Yeah. Awesome, man. I only wish I'd taken a minute before to get some stuff. Yeah, granted, there's me smoking here. Allergy season.
Oh yeah, it is getting to allergy season. We've got runny noses. I've had just a little bit of like allergies going on, but
I get killed every year since I've been a kid. I used to break out in hives and stuff.
oh.
And I still get it pretty bad.
It's one thing I miss about Hawaii is I didn't really have any of that in Hawaii. There's not like a spring, right? You just like in the season all year long. So I think you kind of just get used to whatever the allergies might be to a degree. Because you kind of have to. You just have it all the time. So, and there's a lot of the allergens that we're used to aren't over there. But now that I'm in Seattle, it's like, oh, spring's here. And I can feel it. I can feel it in my nose. My eyes are tearing. What is going on?
It's bad. It feels bad, man.
It's kind of a feels bad, man.
It is.
Well,
all right. Are you doing it this time? We switching her up?
Oh, I got him this time.
All right.
Spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Babylon. Holding that all in the last game is Dragon Kites's Dark.
And going for the hatch block again. He's red. He's sending that probe right out there. Give it up for a herO. Also from Dragon Kitesy Gaming. You know, Chickenman, I've been thinking lately. I need to change it up. I've been wearing my hat less because of the job and all that stuff. And I just kind of go, you know, it's getting hot. But you know what I want to do?
What do you want to do?
In honor of you, I am going to surprise everybody, though I have no ability to make costumes. I'm going to try to make a character for some kind of stream when I'm casting with Chickenman, and I'm going to work on a voice.
Oh, man. I'm very excited for this. I want to see what kind of character we got going on here.
I thought about it. I'm like, I got a job now. I can take some time away. Like, I want to work on that cartoon too, but I was really thinking of this lately, and I wanted to surprise you, but I'm like, nah, I might have to pick your brain. But I'm not really sure yet. I just, okay, classic herO wall, I'd add, by the way.
You gotta love the herO walls. Yeah, what is... I don't think
it's a wall, my friend.
I think you can make this a wall, but...
You can, but it's... it's not usually seen at this level.
Only herO, man. I love it.
It's next level.
It's next level. This is beyond. Yeah. It's beautiful.
It literally looks like something I would do.
Yeah,
like
this is when I play on the maps, and I'm like, damn it, I knew I should have practiced my walls. Because he can build a gateway here and full wall, but I guess he could build it slightly to like the slightly down a little bit. I feel like there's space for a gateway. I think he can make it work. Let's see. We'll see what he's got.
I just thought of something. He came to play once, and we maybe see him again. I wonder if this is a time we might be able to get Gemini coming for some casting. Speaking of walls.
If only.
Like, Dave, no.
If only. I want to see more Gemini games. Listen, I love casting my boy Gemini. I mean, usually I just cast him like getting absolutely dumpstered by a pro, but that's kind of a beautiful thing. herO is being so annoying right now. He does not want to let Dark have this base.
Yeah, the reason why he doesn't have a wall, so he's like, you know what? Who needs walls? Where we're going.
Where we're going, we don't need walls.
1.21 gigaglaves.
That's a full wall, yeah?
Yeah, he's... Oh, you might say he's balls to the wall.
He's
man.
Balls to the wall. Maybe this was on purpose because he knew Dark was going to attack him? I don't know. This doesn't make any sense.
Oh, dude.
What is happening? There's units on the outside. No, herO. Here we go. Oh no, man. Dude.
I think this is gonna be one loco likes here.
Yeah.
I'm calling it now.
It's a beautiful series. I mean, this is what we're here for. He cancels the building. And the Lings just run in to attack him.
Oh, not like this herO.
The Lings get a beautiful scout. They see all these adepts. They see the Twilight Council. It's a glaives build. It's a 4-gate glaives. It's a 2-gate glaives we've got here from herO.
You're like, wait a minute.
Hold on, I gotta count. He canceled one and he didn't build the 4th one. So.
And he's double gas saturating. Or planning to. So
or was that a trick to trick Dark into thinking it was a lot of gases?
No, it's gonna be a robo bait. He's going for disruptor follow up, which honestly, it's gonna sound crazy, but I don't know. Dark's playing the Ling Bane style against this. It could be pretty good. I mean, I know, just considering what just happened, certainly went in Scarlet's favor previously, but let's see how Dark does with the Hydra Ling. Well, it kind of did.
Well, yeah. So that was the game Scarlet won. Scarlet did like a super weird build that game. That was like straight to Hydras. And I think she was just like, oh, okay, you did some damage, but I'm just going to kill all of your army and go win the game. I don't think Dark's going to have that ability. But, I feel like Lings are not too bad against disruptors. Oh, this is nice from herO. They're going to force the split of units out of Dark. Try to get something done. There are Queens and Banes down at the 3rd, though. Dark's pretty well buttoned up against this. And yeah, herO's just going to lose a bunch of Adepts at the 3rd.
Yeah. Yeah, that's looking a little dicey for herO. He likes to keep us on the edge of our seats.
Can I just can we just take a moment to look at this wall, which is now a pylon wall?
Against Ling Bane.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Oh man, there is just nothing to stop these Lings from killing the third, is there?
Nope. Yeah, he smartly cancels.
I mean, you have to, but that's so painful. Dark's got a fourth base on the way. Dark can kind of just drone from here on out for a little bit. Not a lot of threat from herO.
You know what herO needs?
A Colossus.
You're gonna laugh.
What?
Yeah, Colossus.
Yeah.
But this is a classic case example with this style. Even though he dropped the Robo Bay, we're seeing spores go down, etc. He should have dropped the Dark Shrine.
Yeah.
That would have been the power plays because it's the natural order of things. When behind Dark Shrine, but you have Archons for the Banelings.
That's true. That's true. You know what? I think you're right. I think GTs might have been the strat here. The Disruptor is not really getting too much done for herO at the moment. Oh man, and look at these poor Adepts just get absolutely murked by the Lynx around. Jeez. Yeah, Dark is kind of crushing this game right now. Like herO is stuck on 2 bases.
Yeah, and Dark's just casually taking a 4th base behind it.
Oh my god, look at those splits. Dark out here, man. Should be in Cirque du Soleil with these splits.
Seriously, he's done some crazy micro tonight. And this game is no exception. Circus. Oh god, that was good though, Chickenman. I'm a little late to the punch on that. But...
I got you. No, I appreciate it. You know, even if it's late, it's all good. herO's just gonna all in, right? Like this, it's all he can do at this point. So he's going for the death ball army here. You love to see it.
Oh yeah, 2 Colossi, 2 Disruptors, a Speed Prism, a bunch of Glaive Adepts, a bunch of Sentries.
Oh man, look at these Lings going straight for the counterattack. Dark's like, your wall is bad.
Yeah.
But Dark doesn't have a ton of units back at home, so the Lings do decide to come back and help defend this. This is a lot of stuff from herO. I'm a little worried for Dark. Disruptor Nova's going out, getting some shots off, but oh my god, that Ling wraparound. Look at that. That is insane.
Yo, look. Oh, herO losing the Colossus.
Oh
that's
my
huge.
god. Where's the micro, herO?
Yeah, herO's so good at micro usually too. Oh.
Yeah, I think Dark... I mean, this is still going on. The Disruptors can still get some good connections. Dark's got to pull back here. But there's more Banes morphing. There's Roaches and Lings on the way. The Spore Crawlers are actually super dangerous too on the Prism as well as this Colossus. Colossus does not have Thermal Lance, which I think is probably why it died.
Right. Yeah, no extended thermal. herO literally had to just like, all right, this is not a build. This is not a
my
wall.
god, the 360 surround. Baneling smashing in, and Dark is just going to overwhelm herO here, I think. There's still a few units left, but herO's got no third behind this. He has no longevity in this build, and that's looking like GG to me.
It is. He's going to have 2 last balls. Actually.
Oh, you kill those drones, bud. You go for it. He gets a queen. God, that Prism is so low. Dark's just going to counterattack. I mean, I'm shocked herO's still in this game right now.
Yeah. I don't know, you know. He's Protoss. We do like playing with our balls.
You know, it's fun. Maybe we'll see another good Disruptor Nova. Do we get the good one? Not what we're looking for.
Yeah, he wants to go out in the bally glaze of glory.
In a blaze of glory. Yeah, he's holding on. Look at him hold. I think it's just only a matter of time, though. Dark's on 55 workers. He could drone behind this. Honestly, Dark could build a bunch of drones right now and be totally fine, but really, there's no wrong answer for Dark.
Yeah, it is the finals. I get it. But this is seeming a little...
Because, you know, herO's going for the fantasy GG timing, and you can't blame him. Who doesn't love fantasy?
Yeah. True. I almost feel like if Nexuses could fly in the corner of the map, they would be right now.
Do you think this is this herO BMing Dark? Does this constitute BM?
Yeah. No, I think he's just frustrated. He's getting his frustrations out.
Yeah. He's like, God damn it, that was so annoying.
Yeah.
What a great game from Dark though. That felt like a just solid play from Dark winning that game, and the strats that were working so well for herO against Scarlet. Dark is just kind of smacking them aside right now.
Yeah. Yet he has a good point in the fact that herO and Dark are teammates too.
That's true.
He can't really use the herO build probably quite as well. And he doesn't just do. The thing is, this is where we'll see Max Packs take games against Dark sometimes. And the herO could certainly do it, but I'd like to see him go back to something to spice it up. Oh, I mentioned DTs right there. That would have been a perfect time. Yeah, because it's off kilter and seeing the double gas, it's usually tipping your hat that you're doing something more like a Robo Bay or a Stargate transition, something funky. Because he couldn't take a third. I just think, what if he just mixed it up and went to just straight DT Archon opener? You're not going to outright win the game probably, but you get a lot of damage done.
What I'm hearing from you is that we need to see more invisible men out of herO, and I think you're absolutely right on that front. We need more DTs in this series, and I'm hoping herO gives them to us in this game because, I mean, let's be real, this could be our last one.
It very well could be, but let's hope not. Spawning in the bottom or upper right-hand corner of Royal Blood in the blue, representing Dragon Kitesy Gaming. It is Dark.
Yep, match point up against his teammate, and I'm sure good friend, the smiling assassin in the lower left. It is herO.
We have seen herO come back in a reverse sweep on Dark a few times, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, there's certainly the possibility. I actually think herO has been beating Dark quite a bit recently. So it's kind of nice to see Dark up 2-0 here. It makes me feel like Dark has a good grasp on what herO's doing. And he seems to be handling it a little bit better. But there's always that chance herO pulls his pants up, gets himself up by the bootstraps, and takes the reverse sweep, which would be, I'll be honest, pretty hype.
Oh, that would be. And you know what? We don't even see. I feel like Dark's doing this for a reason. He's like, we're gonna give him a gentleman's game. I'm not gonna risk it on a classic Dark cheese right off the rip. We're gonna play it out like gentlemen, at least for the beginning of the game. But we'll see if I'm wrong.
Dark does have some sneaky breaky cheeses up his sleeve, though. You know, like he's got some brutal Nidus play and some like Roach Queen walks, and he's got some builds that can just take down a Protoss at any given moment.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
It is worth noting too, we've got like GSL coming up soon. That season's gonna start in the relatively near future. These guys might be like keeping some of the cheekier builds to themselves and just going for maybe the more standard stuff, you know? Just playing it out kind of normal.
Yeah. For sure. And also, when we find more out about that, we can start playing. People have been asking, so I've given some information about the larger KSL tournament coming up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Thanks to all you lovely patrons. Guys, please consider becoming a patron of KSL. !KSL, or it is patreon.com/Korean StarCraft League.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that tournament. I hope we can get some actual dates nailed down soon, but unfortunately right now the GSL schedule is incredibly vague. They said, oh, season 1 is April, May-ish, and season 2 is June, July-ish. That's what we have. So like it could be at any point over the course of those 4 months in a row. Very unhelpful from a free guy. I'm really hoping they give us some nailed down dates soon so we can start planning stuff. I'm sure we're not the only ones. Once they give us dates, talk to like Wardy and make sure we're not conflicting with any of that. I know there's the big 400k StarCraft 2 tournament in like the second week of August, I think. So we're gonna have to avoid that one.
Oh, for sure.
But once we get that nailed down, we'll get more details out and keep you guys posted on what the prize pool is going to end up being. Honestly, I think we're looking pretty good to hit that 5K mark. If we just keep the support we got right now, that is not going to be a problem.
No, yeah, guys, sick. We've been crushing it. So just the biggest thing is too, we are getting to a point. We're hoping to lower the burden on our biggest contributors. Shout out to Vlad and Skatu.
Yeah. I mean, those guys have been huge. They're a huge part of
and Chad Mandu too, actually
making this happen. Yeah, super based. But it is, you know, it's a lot to ask of them. Fortunately, we have a lot of people helping us out. We're at 174 patrons right now, I think. So shout out to everybody who's helping out with that. And the more, you know, $5 members we have, $10 members, the more longevity this is going to have, because having one or two people support half the tournament doesn't work in the long run. You do kind of need, for these community events, a lot of people just pitching in a little bit at a time.
Yeah, and truthfully too, being that that's the case. I love that. By the way, we didn't even point out the Void Ray harass.
Yeah.
This is our time to actually talk about some of this, though. It is important. But anyway, yeah, this is a little bit of spice from herO. He's changing it up a bit.
Yeah, the Void Ray is kind of fun. You know, just pushing away the Overlord. He doesn't want Dark to really see what's going on. I think that is important because Dark has counterattacked very successfully a couple of times now in this series. And the Overlord not being able to see when move outs happen makes that a lot harder.
Yeah, and I think what's going to be nice with this, herO's keeping this Void Ray alive to be annoying, keeping the Oracle alive. He is going. He think he's just going to Immortal Archon charge a lot. He's going the old, tried and true.
Yeah, I mean this is the classic combo right here. Finally seeing that Templar Archives coming up nice and early.
Hmm. I actually wouldn't hate. It's gonna sound crazy. Immortals do serve a purpose when you're against Ling Bane. Tanking those Banelings. It's like an Immortal can tank so many Banelings. I actually think it's worth squeezing a couple out. You risk losing them to the Lings, but just for the tanking potential.
I mean, I do love some Immortals. They're pretty good. They don't quite live up to their name, but they do stay alive for a long time.
Yeah. That do be true.
Yeah, Dark's trying to get some damage done with these Lings. There's a shield battery nearby, but oh my god, the Banelings coming in. 8 probes going down. That was a lot of investment for Dark, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. herO takes a slightly better edge in that trade. Honestly, overall, a little more even than I had expected.
For sure. And he's doing just as I said, pumping out a couple of Immortals with this. We do have Roaches coming out. That's the most important reason. But that was quite a bit of committal to Lynx. So the larva were pretty occupied for a 4-base Zerg.
Dark has been very, very big on all of the Lings. He's been just loving mass Ling. But you're right. Managing your larva is really important. He's kind of out right now.
herO! He fought. Why? Why herO? He just needed to reposition the Archons. He fought into the Banelings.
Yeah, that didn't work out too well for him. The Lings were kind of out of position, though, so... Oh, but now they're coming right back. Capturing this army between a rock and a hard place, a Ling and a Roach here. And I think Dark just straight cleans this up. The Prism is taking a bunch of damage. He's got to be careful with it. He's going to get out with an Archon and an Immortal. And this Void Ray might be able to sneak out. And that is it. Oh my god, it doesn't even leave. Are you kidding me? Get out of there. Get out of there, Void Ray.
Yeah, I think herO just... I feel like he's getting a little sloppy today. I hate this install my homeboy, but
yeah, that was
dang.
There was a lot of Zealots running directly into Banelings. The Oracle died right at the start too, just kind of flew forward and exploded. It did not feel like a good engagement for herO, and that was an important engagement. That was all of his units he had built up the whole game. Obviously the game's not quite over, but Dark now just has free reign to drone, can spread creep forward. I mean, Dark's got to be feeling great about this position. That being said, he's down workers, so I guess herO's been macroing pretty damn well behind this.
Oh, for sure. You know, that just felt like the crumbling of Alderaan to the Death Star right there, to be honest, though. How much of a throw that was. Derek Jeter, everybody.
Derek Jeter, that was like a Willie Mays right there, you know?
Yeah, it was a Willie Mays, actually. Yep,
Yeah, from the center field, the back corner.
Yeah. Good stuff. Alrighty. So,
I mean, Dark's army is not really that interesting. It's like Ling, Roach, Ravager. I don't even know if he's got Banelings around right now. It's just Ling, Roach, Ravager.
I love this. The Void Ray getting some good damage on that base. And guess what? Oh, Dark's right on top of it. Never mind. The Warp Prison.
He comes back. It's like, haha, I'll get it this time. Oh, it's got 1 hit point. It's alive.
1 HP Void Ray. Goated Void Ray.
Oh my god. Oh, it's dead. It's dead. Does that mean herO's dead? No, there's a lot of Zealots. Those Banelings got to get down there. Oh, man, they do. They do get down there.
Sick Novas, but herO not picking up the last. Well, kills a lot of the roaches.
I mean, some good Novas, but it just feels like herO's losing absolutely everything. Uko, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. We're in the potentially final moments of this series here, as it feels like herO needs to get something done, but Dark keeps taking way better engagements.
Based Uko. All right, let's.
Oh my god, the Biles.
Dark is playing incredibly well, and I feel like herO is just not feeling it today. But I really hope.
What is he doing?
He's taking the gold base from behind. He's truly the ballsiest Protoss of all time.
He's a beautiful, beautiful person, and we love him very much.
And the Banelings are gonna. Oh my goodness. He must be a huge Jim Morrison fan, because he is certainly a backdoor man. That's for sure.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, disruptors are good, you know. There could be some good Novas here, but I feel like there need to be like.
Walk by this base, Dark's going, "What the fuck is this?" When he looks back, if he didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean, the Banelings don't get any probes. herO's economy has been great this whole game. Oh, there we go. 8 probes going down that time.
Incredible.
This is kind of weird. It feels so weird because it's almost reversed. Like, Dark's economy is worse than herO's. So despite the fact that Dark has taken, I guess, I feel like generally better trades, although the resources loss is pretty close. herO is just replenishing like crazy. Look at his Archon count right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that being said, thank you, Buckstar Shot. He remembered the smokes, Chickenman. I always say, chat, Corey, Trevor, because I'm basically Ricky from the Trailer Park Boys. Smokes, let's go. And he gave me some smokes right here with the sub, so good job, bud.
Shout out to that subscriberino. Man, herO kills a base, but Dark holds the top side beautifully, and he's like, nah, I'm going to go kill this. The gold, he's recalling to the gold, though. Oh, my God. herO's going to hold on to it. This is wild. Oh, where did this army come from?
Hello, Dark, yeeting out of nowhere.
This is incredible. Dark just gets into the natural again. Nothing in the door. The third base is under assault. Recall has been used, so herO just goes for the counterattack. So now Dark has to make a choice. Oh, no!
He had a chance. I know he's focusing on the front, but he really had a chance to save it.
Well, Dark's got to hold back at home now. He's done a ton of damage. But herO has a chance to do just as much damage on the other side of the map. And the disruptors mean that Dark needs to be super careful with this fight. But
the fact that herO has 5 bases, though, even though he lost so many, and he's continuing to lose some probes, he's not necessarily out if he gets the damage he needs to economically. We're into, even though there's a lot of Zerg. Oh, Nova on this back flank catches a lot of revs.
This is kind of wild. We got kind of a base trade going on here. Dark is finally trying to kill the fringe bases. These are really important bases. And herO's not going to be able to mine from them.
Yeah, he's got the Roach even over here. Dark's playing extremely, but herO's not playing as bad now. I don't think he's lost all his economy, but that being said, Dark's losing bases. herO could potentially. No, he already recalled the Archons in his natural. He needs to get back, or he needs to keep he needs to keep the pressure up, and he needs to do something for defense.
Yeah, I mean, he's got another disruptor coming out. That could be a really, really clutch way to help defend here. Lings and Bane's going to try to blast forward, but I think you're right. I think herO just goes for it at this point and tries to get the building kills because Dark doesn't have anything out on the map. He's got 33 drones, but I think they're all back at home right now. Oh my God, this is it. Oh, Dark! Oh man. Ooh, it gets a shot off though. Is that enough to delay Dark? He just needs to hold on back at home.
Yeah. Well, the sad thing is he even has that ninja base. Well, it became a ninja base, but it just fell to just 3 roaches, Chickenman.
Oh man!
In like a couple stalkers or
there's a single pylon up there though. herO's gonna recall. Oh my God! He's gonna try to defend his base back at home. He still has some Archons in the base, but oh, they're just running away. He's got these 2 Archons on the wrong control group, I feel like.
Well, he's gonna kill a hatch if he gets the Baneling Nest, if he gets the workers. This game is awesome. Like,
this is insane.
It looked like it could have been over, and then it's kinda, and then it's.
Oh my
this
God!
Is gaming.
We've got the Lings counterattacking.
His last probes, Chickenman.
Oh, not the probes!
The humanity.
They're hiding in the corner.
herO.
I feel like herO should have just killed the bases. I don't. Obviously, he doesn't know. Oh, he's trapped the army. Oh, the disruptor goes down. Ah, Miles. This is insane.
Now we know, guys.
Oh, that's it.
herO, go for the base.
He doesn't need to. He's got the army. Look, he's killing everything. The Archon drop. herO lost his base. He hasn't rebuilt, but GG.
Oh, no. Goated. The man is goated.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
That was so sick.
What a game. It was sick. It was also, I won't lie, kind of dumb, but in my favorite kind of way.
I'll be honest, that was a Dave Testa game if I've ever seen one. There were so many questions. I never say this about pro players. I'm so bad at the video game. But that was literally exactly like those games that are like, there's no way Protoss can lose right here. Just go kill the buildings or something. The game sense just seems so not there for the best Protoss player in the world, arguably.
You know what though? It worked out for him. So maybe we're on the wrong side of it.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the way to go. I do think it worked out for herO in a way that he had kind of slightly more microable units. The Prism Archon situation really worked out for him. Disruptor Nova's obviously pretty good, even though he lost like 4 disruptors without them doing anything. Still pretty good.
Yeah. Very cool stuff. Excited to see all of the.
Is that the start of the reverse sweep?
Yeah. Yeah, it seems different this week, but you ever notice sometimes it could be. So, I don't know. Do you want to take it, or am I taking it?
I'll get this one.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm kind of. It's getting late. I apologize. I'm getting a little stuttery here, but
you know what? That's all good. It is getting late, but not for these guys. Actually, early as hell for these. Maybe too early for these guys, because it turns out all the gamers are degenerates, and noon is too early for them. Crazy.
Except for Scarlett actually agreeing with us before. She's like, I really don't understand what they're talking about. I was like, based.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, upper left corner of Grespawn. It's dark.
And his opponent in the bottom right, he's red. Give it up for Mr. herO with the birthday cakes.
I can be a hero, baby.
Dark. He's going first. What's he doing?
What's he doing?
No, he's baking minerals.
Oh, he wants to take his natural. He really wants his natural, and he's gonna take it. He's going
just
for
gonna
it.
Say, heck it.
Yeah, he's like, it's late. I don't care. See if I care.
Dark.
I don't care.
Dark pulling a bang, saying heck him.
Yeah, big heck. I appreciate
Yes.
that. I like when the Zerg players do that. They're like, no, that's fine. I'll take a late hatch because I want my natural. You don't get it this time. But it makes me wonder if Dark's got like a plan for this game that involves him wanting to make sure he's got this hatchery.
Yeah, that seemed too formulaic, Chickenman. I think he's done this a few times in his day. Oh, look at that. Speaking of which, early third hatch.
Yeah, I like the early third hatch with this. That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. hero's going to have to get a scout on. That's an important thing to find.
Yeah, that is.
So what's the play here for Dark then? I guess we'll just have to find out because, I mean, it's Dark. He's got some cheeky builds hidden up his sleeves.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things he could do. He could even go full on primate and just go into a link flood.
It's certainly a possibility. I mean, we'll see if link speed starts up or if he wants to go into like a lair. Feel like it's going to be link speed though. I'm just hoping for something spicier.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything yet.
Very cool stuff. You know what's interesting about KSL, by the way, Chickenman?
What's that?
First, the fact that Katie Thanius has been casting with Nathanius.
That is very cool. I like that a lot.
I love it. I think it's wholesome.
Couples casting,
you know?
It's very adorable.
Yeah, it definitely is. I was bugging Arlie. I'm like, Arlie, when do you casting with me, huh? She's like, no.
You're like, never. Actually, she's like, how's the temperature in hell doing, actually?
True. Well put.
All right, this is a super late link speed from Dark. What is even happening?
He's droning and queening and droning and queening.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, drones and queens are a good strategy. I won't lie. Big fan of that strat.
It's interesting though how things check out. This is a perfect time. I think herO has a good read on this. He's just doing the herO build. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I should have muted for that.
It's all right. You know, it's good sometimes to let people know that you're a human and you do cough, you do sneeze. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah. It does. One of my favorite emotes on Twitch is the Chickenman sneeze. Speaking of which,
a classic.
I love it, dude. But it's it's up there with the long cat for me. That's all I'm saying.
It's a beautiful emote for sure. All right, so Dark's got the +1 melee Evo chamber in his main right now. So he's going to start that up. That has not been scouted by the oracles just yet.
Yeah, I think herO is probably anticipate. It's pretty standard.
It is. It's not super early either. It's pretty well timed. When players hide that in their main, I always wonder, like, what are you doing? What are you doing with that Evo chamber there, bud?
Now, I like that herO's going to charge open this. The blink opener, that's why the blink the link speed and the +1 is usually a thing going into Banes, which is the case. Funnily enough, blink stalkers just seem to kind of lose their luster against +1 into +2 link Bane. They just get surrounded.
Yeah, it's a pretty good strat. We haven't really seen herO go for the blink stalkers though. It's been pretty. I feel like zealot focused.
This game 2, I think.
Did he go for
Not to
blink?
cut you off. Yeah, I think it was game 2. He went for blink before charge. Yeah, because his charge was really, really delayed because Dark had that run by.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was. Did he have blink for that game? That was a weird game. All right, we've discovered Dark's strat. It involves the queens just walking across the map.
Oh,
he's going. He's gonna hit this third. herO's trying to get ready for it. Shield battery's coming up. Cannon's coming up in the natural here. Ooh, he's got some force fields, but he is getting caught out a little bit. Oracle's gonna have to turn on.
He's going full cabal.
He's going for it. Baneling's gonna try to smash in. Not a lot of static defense at the third just yet. Force fields are good though. Can they hold? herO needs to hold.
Yeah, there's still a bunch of banelings though. It's mostly charge lats, a couple sentries. He's trying to get an immortal. He doesn't have the gas for archons, but has the temple archives. Banelings.
Yeah, those banelings smashing through. No more banes left. A couple more morphing. Shield battery overcharge is done. It's out of juice. herO also doesn't have anything left on these oracles. Goes for the feedbacks on the queens. They can't transfuse, but now they really can't transfuse.
Well, I mean, they couldn't transfuse it.
I know.
Great idea, wrong patch.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it did a little bit of damage, you know?
Oh, yeah, no, it does. You're
but
actually right.
I don't know if it's enough here. I mean, the third base is about to die. herO can hold in the natural. Dark's only on 47 drones, so he's got 4 bases behind this, but this is still, like, not a great spot for Dark. He would need to be droning up behind this, and he is starting up a few drones. He's got the 4th base. It looks like the queens probably aren't making it home, though.
No, I think this is going to get cleaned up with all these archons and charge lots and +1. Big Daddy Immortal in there. herO needs a micro, though. He kind of just chilled for a minute. He could have probably saved some hull damage on that Immortal. And the Roachborn is done, or is going to be done. Oh, Oracle's fighting at 2 queens.
Oh my god, the queen was shooting the other queen.
Oh, what? That's how the... Well,
yeah.
It caused herO to have an Oracle survive narrowly.
I mean...
Dark being Dark. He's going to defend and go counterattack immediately, so...
Yeah, I do love the counterattack, but there's no third base there. I think he was kind of expecting there to be a third behind this. But he's got to bring those lings home. This is a dangerous army from herO.
Oh, but herO dangerously close to those banelings, Chickenman.
Yeah, those banelings going to smash through a lot of the zealots. Queen's at the front trying to hold on. Roach is coming out, but that Immortal is still up. It's got 13 kills.
Yeah, I think that Immortal is going to be a huge component. If herO can get the drone damage with all this...
Oh, man. We don't even get there. I expected this game to go on for another 2 minutes, but Dark just taps out. We're going to a game 5.
Yeah.
Is it reverse sweep time? Damn. Oh, man. That's got to hurt Dark a little bit. You know, goes for the big attack. It works, but... the counter, man. I feel like counterattacks have really been the name of this series. Every time it's like, all right, here comes the big attack, but the counterattack is what really sells the game. Like it decides the game.
Absolutely. Well, we have a moment. Guys, we have 26 codes remaining in the match arena. It is free to do. All you have to do is click claim code. I just put the link in there, !match arena in both of our chats. Yeah. You can do it. Adds 25 cents to the prize pool just for clicking claim code.
It does. And if you have some, if you've got pocket change laying around and you want to support this tournament, you're like, man, Dark and herO are my 2 favorite players. I mean, you can put money into the match arena as well, like Raining Bagels did, adding $5 to the prize pool. So that'll all go on top of the $400 prize
Raining
pool.
Bagels is such a legend.
Already the base. Raining Bagels is a legend. Absolute legend. That is true.
For sure.
It's been true for a long time. I've known Bagels for like, I can't do math, almost 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
You do be homies.
Homies. OGs. All right. Speaking of OGs, that's what this Zerg player is saying right now, as he was up 2-0, but now it's match points. The rubber match, game 5. Spawning in the lower right, it is Dragon Kitesies. Dark.
And in the upper left, you're talking about, well, I'm just hoping he's not rubber necking. Give it up for a Dragon Kitesy Gaming's herO. And sure to give us a banger on a banger map. Not to play on per se, but certainly
not to play
watch.
on, but to watch the other players play on for sure.
It's the closest thing we have to a weird map in this pool. Nathanius and I were talking about it. I'm 100. He's like, I take back everything I ever said about maps in the past. Because I literally go, dude, to be honest, and my thoughts of this map pool is, bring back Beckett Industries for the love of God. I never thought I'd hear myself saying that.
I mean, I get your point. I don't want Beckett back, but I get your point. I like having like 2 or 3 weird maps in a pool.
I want a small cheesy map though. I'm serious though. Like,
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
necessarily that
No,
small.
but well, like awkward position maps. Like, I mean, I
Yeah.
want a map like Beckett in that way. I just don't want
Yeah.
Beckett back because we already had it for like a year and a half in the map pool, and I don't.
No, yeah, not literally, but yeah.
But we need a
exactly.
map
Like,
to fill that spot for sure. You're right, and I remember noticing that when this map pool came out, like, oh, it's also standard, and like we've got some cool stuff. This map, like you said, is a little bit weird. It's the shape and the way units kind of fight on this map is a little different. We obviously have the cooling tower fun in the center.
oh yeah, that's so based. I love that. My boy Omni Skeptic making this map. And how you can trap the armies with the debris. It's
I love
so
that.
Cool.
I love that. But yeah, I feel like we need more weird maps. We have too many standard maps these days.
Yeah, it does feel like it's just such a standard map pool. It's like we need some kind of spice. I mean, I know this is an old game, and you know,
It is. It is.
our pro players are starting to be in the geriatrics ward. That's why the Alzheimer's fundraising's going down in sales chat.
Yeah, it's for the
right
for
now.
the Wings of Liberty pro gamers.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what? We'll have new maps in there.
What's that?
Stormgate. Yeah,
Yeah.
all new maps. Actually, wouldn't it be hilarious if they made maps that looked exactly like old school StarCraft maps? I want one of the like OG, one of the first maps in Stormgate to just be like Zelnaga Caverns.
Oh, dude, that would be hilarious. Yo, you should totally tweet that to them. Do it.
That's gonna be
Your
my
man
recommendation. We need
You're already
Zelnaga
goated.
Caverns in map pool number 1.
Yeah, you're 100% already goated, but my friend, that was a beautiful idea. It'll be like an Easter egg for all, basically it's all gonna be start.
For all the StarCraft,
Good.
and everybody else will be like, man, this map really sucks.
Yeah, like everybody that's never, like maybe even new to RTS, hopefully, or coming from another game, if it appeals to little cross-play for like League of Legends or something. Because I don't know, I have some good confidence in that game. I'm hoping they.
I do too.
You know?
I think it will get some of that crossplay action. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people playing it that are used to playing other games. I think the fact that it's on Steam can help that too. You get a reach to like kind of a different set of games. You don't really like what other RTSs are on Steam.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's that I do like.
By the way, you can wishlist Stormgate on Steam already, and you should go do that.
Yeah, definitely do so, guys. It is. You can get access to the beta.
And after you do that, we'll start talking about the game.
Yeah, the game. Well, an Oracle already fell down, unfortunately, but the other does manage to get 5 kills, and the Queens are out of position, so the second one's going to run out of steam. I think that might be worth it. Well, how much damage it's taking, I don't know, Chickenman.
Yeah, I'd say it's worth it. I mean, you can always build a third one. It is herO. He likes building oracles.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him with 5 against Scarlet earlier.
Yeah, I mean, he might as well just go up to like 10 or 20 at this point.
No, for sure. For sure. Next week, I am going to do something different. I'm going to make sure I cover the series that people aren't covering. I was actually going to do that, but then I'm like, all right, I got a chance to cast with Nathanius.
Yeah.
Bucket list. Let's go.
I thought about covering the other one too, but I feel like I never actually get to cast Scarlet. Whenever she's in the bracket, I'm always like, oh, I'll cover Scarlet, and then I hop in and like every other caster's in there, and I'm like,
yeah,
I guess maybe next time. But this week I was like,
next time never happens.
yeah, I was like, no, I want to do it this time.
Yeah, man, go for it. Do what you do. I don't mind, like, the only thing I will say, I don't even mind covering our diamond players and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I've actually had a few weeks where I've done that in KSL, and I start out and it's just 2 of our like platinum and diamond friendos, and that's how I start KSL with.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
It could be a fun way to open for sure.
yeah.
Those games are fun, especially when like the underdog does like a crazy ass strat, and you're like, what is going on?
Yeah, that's not a build.
It's not a build.
Shout out to Benja Death, my homie, who was in earlier today, and I hope he came back for some KSL at least. He's a pretty good Zerg player, Mr. Chickenman, Mr. Benja.
Got to get him in some KSL action then. I mean,
yeah, he's probably just gonna maul about the ping though, but
yeah, herO trying to get something done here at this 4th base. Dark's got a lot of queens, but not a lot of lings to help them out.
Yeah.
And I mean, listen, charge lots are pretty good. Roach is finally starting to pop though. But it looks like the 4th base is gonna go down here, while the Roaches and Queens are busy trying to deal with the Zealots and Archons, which herO's kind of winning this fight. There's a lot of Queens going down right now.
That's a damn lot of Queens, Chickenman. And that being said,
he loses
4th base
Archon.
falls. He loses an Archon, but I don't think it matters. He's gonna take a 4th very boldly. He has disruptors already coming out. herO's in a fantastic. This is the kind of play I like. That transition into, you go like, you know, charge a lot Archon into disruptors. It could be a Mortal Archon charge a lot into disruptors, but very good stuff out of herO.
Yeah, I like that. And he kind of made it look like it was like an Archon drop or something, like just some pressure with the Prism, but that was a lot. That was a lot of attacking power that Dark just wasn't fully ready for. I really don't think he was ready for the big warping of Zealots, and off the back of it, herO just going to expand. There's not really anything Dark can do. He lost so much army in that fight, and he can't really push across. Like you said, there's disruptors coming out. He's got to wait for all of his upgrades to finish up, but even then, herO's going to just keep the pressure on. He's got these disruptors out here. He knows where the Roaches are.
Yeah, and he's even got Gravitic Drive. That's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, got that Speedy Boy Prism. These Queens trying desperately to catch up to it. Ooh, finally going to see the disruptors pop out. This is a little dicey, but I guess it works out pretty well. Oh my god, and the Oracle comes in.
Oracle.
This Oracle chilling here on 10 kills.
It gets an extra couple kills, and it's real. The real purpose was to save the Prism, I feel like.
Yeah, that's a good point. What do we got?
For a second, the fact that herO caught eyes on that base going down, I think was pretty cool. Like for a second, I'm like, come on, herO, hide that Prism just a bit above and go for a charge lot run by.
Oh man, this is like a charge lot run by, except it's the entire army of herO. That's so many Zealots. Archon's taking on the Lings while the Zealots go after the Roaches. Disruptor Novas helping out. The Archon's actually getting cleaned up here, but herO's got so many Zealots.
Yeah, he does. He almost lost a lot of Zealots to his own purification Nova on one angle, but luckily just narrowly avoided that.
Yeah, it was a little bit dicey there. Disruptor Nova is now going to go up and try to fight the Roaches. They're a little bit far forward, though. They might get caught by a few of these. Man, there's still Zealots in the natural. How are they still there? The 4th base dies again. I feel like that went okay for herO. I also feel like that was kind of sloppy by him, though. Like, he lost all of his Archons that I feel like didn't need to be fighting alone. We have Disruptors flying in and dying here. Zealots were just kind of willy-nilly fighting against Roaches. He wasn't controlling them at all.
Yeah.
Dark ends up cleaning that up, and he's down on workers, but he's way up on army supply right now.
Oh, for sure. That is very well put, Chickenman. He definitely is not feeling like this is his best micro day, but I will say he was one of the first. Dark and herO, shout out to those guys. Our Terran players getting lazy these days. Our Terran pros, you know.
Yeah, it turns out they can't wake up by noon.
Imagine.
Man, Beyond popped on Discord for like 2 seconds, and I messaged him, and then he went off Discord again.
I saw him on the bracket for a second.
Oh, man.
Did he, like, sign up? Can you, like, remove yourself? Or I swore I saw him on the bracket for a second, and I'm like, am I hallucinating?
You hallucinated.
No? Well, guess what? Speaking of hallucinations, we're not seeing hallucinated carriers here, which aren't a thing. We're seeing the real thing, Chickenman. It's just late game tech.
The real deal. Oh, you can't hallucinate carriers, huh? Is that real?
Yeah, I mean, technically you could, but
you can, right?
It's gotta be some. Maybe with some magic mushrooms. Dave's not here, man. Anyway.
I mean, herO's got a 5th base. I love that he's just keeping Dark back at home, and it feels like he's keeping him unsuspecting, right? Like, Dark does not have anything to deal with carriers right now.
Yeah, he does not. He's lost a lot of queens even, and
oh man,
spores, you name it.
Yeah,
these
8 drones going down. This is 4 zealots and a prism. herO is like styling right now.
Yeah, this is literally like.
It's
imagine
insane.
if Beyond had a war prism with speed. You know.
I mean, I think the game would probably just end. Like, StarCraft would end. It'd be like, GG, you've won the game.
No, absolutely.
All right, Dark's just going to go for it. He's going to try to blast through. I feel like this is kind of it for Dark, though. He needs to get damage done here. He's seeing that there's carriers out now. Ling counterattack doing nothing over at the 4th base. Some Banes sneak into the main. But, yeah, I mean, they'll get some damage done. They'll do something here. Okay, more Lings going down to the 4th base. Some of them going to try to hit the 5th base as well, perhaps.
Yeah, here. Okay, makes the Archon.
I mean, shield batteries are pretty good. Morphing Archons can't be healed by the shield batteries, though. He should have just left those as High Templar.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's the last second decisions, but yeah. Oh, Dark killed
the roaches. Oh, no. Oh, when the Disruptor Novas are so big, you just leave the game. And,
yes.
man, herO did it. That's the reverse sweep. He was down 0-2.
Yeah, herO came back.
Damn.
Real quick.